And meanwhile, over the last couple of weeks, President Biden has been working with both sides of this, what is now a strike of nearly 13,000 members of the United Auto Workers. As of about 7 hours ago, they are on strike, walking out of 3 plants in Missouri, Ohio, and Michigan. General Motors, Ford, Stellantis failed to reach a deal with the union on a new collective bargaining agreement before the current contract expired at midnight.
Tonight, for the first time in our history, we will strike all 3 of the big 3 at once. We are using a new strategy, the stand-up strike. We will call on select facilities, locals, or units to stand up and go on strike. This strategy will keep the companies guessing. It will give our national negotiators maximum leverage and flexibility in bargaining. And if we need to go all out, we will. Everything is on the table.
The union is demanding a 40% pay raise over the next 4 years, noting the compensation packages for the Big Three's chief executives have increased about that much amid near record earnings. The automakers are condemning the strike. Overnight, GM released a statement stating before the walkout began, it offered, quote, historic wage increases and an unprecedented economic package. Ford says the union's latest counterproposal shows little movement from its initial demands, adding their requests would hurt the companies and give a boost to non-union rivals like Tesla and Toyota. Joining us now, Democratic Senator Gary Peters of Michigan. Senator, good morning. You've been in the middle of this and previous strikes. You come from a union family. I know you understand both sides of this conversation. So for people who haven't been following along, what really is at issue here and how far away are the two sides?
Well, there's a great deal at issue here, and that's why this negotiation is just so important. I think it's important for the future. And what the UAW is asking for is that their workers get treated fairly with fair wages and benefits, and that they share in the profitability of these companies that are incredibly profitable. Just beginning so far this year, collectively over $20 billion in profits. And we have to remember that it was UAW workers that sacrificed a great deal back in 2008 and 9 when these companies were in serious trouble. They reached out and said, we are part of the solution. We will take sacrifices. We will have a 2-wage structure, for example. And now the times are good and that profits are up and the executives of the company are reaping huge increases in their compensation. The workers are saying we should also be able to share in these good times because we were there and sacrificed when times were rough. And it's important for them to stand up. I'm looking forward to being on a picket line with them later this morning, continue to stand up with these workers who believe that they need to have fair treatment.
And so, Senator, the argument from the car companies is that you're only helping the non-union companies that make cars in the South, for example, Toyota, Tesla, others. If this goes on for an extended period of time, what's the potential impact to workers, to car companies, and really to the economy?
Well, you know, I want to take that argument about non-union plans. So this is why people join unions. This is why unions are important. This is why unions built the American middle class, because they're saying we're not in a race to the bottom. We're going to have workers that are treated fairly. It's why if you look at recent polling, unions are at their highest approval rating since the 1960s. And that's because the American people are realizing that they better stand together collectively because the system right now does not work for most middle-class Americans. And that's what the union movement is about. It's what it was from the very beginning, and it's going to continue to do that going forward. And that's why success is just so important, not just for the UAW, because we find that when the UAW is successful and when auto workers get the kinds of raises and benefits that they deserve, that tends to percolate through the entire economy, which is why unions right now enjoy very wide popularity. In fact, as I mentioned, highest since the 1960s.
Senator, good morning. Jonathan Lemire. President Biden also shares your enthusiasm for unions. He is very keen to associate himself with the labor movement. We should note, though, UAW has not offered their endorsement yet of the president's reelection campaign, though many other unions have. There's going to be an economic toll if this strike continues. There's been some chatter already that the White House needs to get involved. What do you think? Should President Biden step in here?
Well, right now, this is about collective bargaining. This is what we fight for, is to make sure that workers have the chance to collectively bargain, and that's what they're doing with the auto companies. That process has to go forward. And you know, when you talk about the economic toll, there will be some potentially economic toll, but it is going to be minor in comparison to the enhanced wages that thousands of workers are able to get to put back into the economy. We know the American economy is strongest when the middle class is strong. This is what this battle is about. A strong middle class means a strong economy. It means a strong democracy. There is a lot at stake here, and that's why it's important for the UAW to be successful.
All right.
Senator Gary Peters of Michigan, thank you for talking. Let me just ask you really quickly, what do you think about the House Republicans impeaching Joe Biden?
It's unfortunate. They should be focusing on actually funding the government. We are now heading to an impending shutdown. You know, we've worked in the Senate to pass our appropriations bill to show that government works and that we deliver for the American people. And unfortunately, House Republicans are just engaged in a political stunt that doesn't help anybody in this country.
Yeah. All right. Senator Gary Peters of Michigan, thank you very much.